The Smash Bros. Roster has just gotten bigger and bigger over time, culminating in a total of 86 characters. And while it would be fun to just keep adding to the roster, I don't think we'll be seeing a bigger roster in future titles. So what we're going to be doing today is tearing the roster in half in anticipation of a new Smash Bros. Title. Now we're working with 86 characters, which means we have to remove 43 characters. And that's a lot of characters. So we'll see how easy this is. I can't imagine it being very easy. So yeah. So first off, the original 12. And I think there's two schools of thought when it comes to the original 12. Either you believe that the original 12 is holy and you can't touch it, or you don't give a shit about it. If you believe the second one, then you'd remove Jigglypuff and Ness. Or if you're really pushing it, you also remove Captain Falcon and Fox, because Fox really isn't doing too much these days. But for me, I think the original 12 is holy. You can't touch it. It has to be in the game. Dark Samus, however, doesn't count as the original 12, so Dark Samus is gone. We're just gonna highlight the characters we're keeping. That's fine. There we go. There we go. This works. And the ones we're not keeping, we're highlighting with red. Boom. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, there we go. That's the entire first row done. So this should take no time at all. Yeah, we already expended 12 of my 43 character slots, which means I only have 31 left. So yeah, this might be kind of hard actually. Okay, so I'm a little unsure about Peach, but Daisy for sure is gone, right? But I think they should keep Peach as well. For sure. Yeah, they have to keep Peach, because it's one of the few female playable characters. So we need Peach to stay. Bowser, the main villain of the biggest Nintendo franchise, obviously has to stay. I think that if Nintendo is making a new Smash and they're cutting characters, they're gonna value how relevant a character is today. And Ice Climbers, they're not very relevant, to put it lightly. So they're getting the boot. I know it's cool to have like this double character, but they're not very relevant at all. We're never getting another Ice Climbers, to put it that way. Sheik? Now again, the relevancy comes into question. Is Sheik relevant today? I really don't think so. The most relevant Sheik was lately is like Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, and we're not... Yeah, Sheik is gone. Sheik is gone for sure. Zelda, however, I think has to stay. Like, it's important that we have female characters. So Zelda's staying, I think, in my opinion. Dr. Mario, however, if we're cutting the roster in half, the first thing to go has to be the clones. They just have to go. And I guess because of that, Peach is also gone. Falco? I'm a little unsure about Falco, honestly, because like I said, Star Fox isn't doing that much lately. Like, do we even want to give Star Fox two characters? The main reason anybody would want to keep Falco around is one, either they really like Star Fox, or two, they play melee. I think we give him the benefit of the doubt, but if I say yes to too many characters, we'll get back to him. Marth is the Fire Emblem character. He has to stay. If you're gonna keep any Fire Emblem character, you should keep Marth. And because clones are getting cut, bye-bye Lucina. Young Link is gone. I don't really see a point in Young Link, honestly, when you have Toon Link and Adult Link. Honestly, I'm not even at Toon Link yet, but you know, Ganondorf is staying though. Ganondorf is staying. Villain characters should be a priority to keep. So we are keeping Great King of Evil, or whatever his name is. Honestly, I think Mewtwo should stay. I think Mewtwo is popular enough to where he stays. Roy and Chrom, I hate to say it, but I think Chrom is more relevant nowadays than Roy is. Like, Roy is cooler, but low-key, I think the only reason Roy is cool is because he's cool in Smash Ultimate, right? At least for me. Like, I know people like him in Melee too, just because he's a shitty Marth. But like, you know, nobody gave a shit about him in Smash 4. And like, even though I think Chrom is more relevant than Roy, I also think he's gone. I'm sorry, I think both of them are gone. Game & Watch? He's too old. He's retired. He's too old for this shit. He's too old, man. He's out. Meta Knight. Okay, so if Sakurai is directing the next Smash, Meta Knight is staying 100%, right? But we don't know that. We could have a new guy. And if it's a new guy, honestly, but keeping villains is a priority. I'm gonna say yes for now. Pit and Dark Pit. Honestly, I think if they're cutting characters, Kid Icarus is gone. Absolutely gone. Like, unless Sakurai is directing it, then I think they're both gone. Suicide Samus? If we're cutting characters, this is practically representing Samus twice, which means she's gone. Wario though, he might not be that relevant right now, but he still has like some games coming out every now and then. And keeping villains is important, so we're keeping Wario. We're keeping Wario. Snake, I think they want to keep Snake, but I think the question is if they can keep Snake. Considering that they let them keep Snake in the base game of Ultimate, I think there's two possibilities. Either Konami's being a real good guy and just letting Nintendo use him for Smash because they think Smash is cool, or two, Nintendo is willing to do whatever it takes to have Snake in the game. I think Snake is staying, man. Ike, oh man. There's too many Fire Emblems in this game. There's too many Fire Emblem characters. I have to cut Ike. If we get a new Smash that has fewer characters, we are not keeping that many Fire Emblem characters. It's just not happening. Pokemon Trainer though, like if you have Pokemon characters in your game, you need Pokemon Trainer and Pikachu. They're like 100%. I also think Diddy Kong is in. Donkey Kong needs some good representation, and I don't think Kickroll is that relevant today. Yeah, honestly. Okay, Lucas? Nah, bro. Lucas? I'm sorry, man, but you have to go. Like, if I was touching the original 12, Ness would be the first one to go. So Lucas is just automatically gone. He's just gone, bro. I'm sorry. Sonic, I think Sega is very down to have Sonic in Smash. I think he's too iconic. He just has to stay. We don't like watching him time out grand finals and shit, but he has to stay. Hopefully they rework his moveset and then he'll be a cooler character. Please. King Dedede? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. We already kept one villain from Kirby. I think that's more than enough, honestly. Olimar? Now, if you asked me a couple years ago, I would probably say, nah, Olimar's out. But Pikmin's been, the Pikmin games have been making moves. So honestly, I think Olimar is more relevant than ever. And therefore he gets a pass. He's in. But, a Generation 4 Pokemon? In whatever year the next Smash game is releasing? I don't think that's happening. He's out. And a toy? From the NES era? He's out, bro. He's out. And I already talked about Collins. Tooling's gone, man. Wolf? Oh, shit. Hold on. I said yes to Falco, but I think keeping villains is important. Okay, I have a dilemma here. I want to keep villains. I want to keep Falco. I think I have to cut Falco and keep Wolf, yeah. I don't think we get two Star Fox characters. That's not happening. So I'm sorry, Falco. I changed my mind. You're out. And Wolf was in. Having Fox, Wolf, but no Fox was weird. The next Smash game is gonna be weird. Okay, Villager. I mean, Animal Crossing is pretty huge nowadays, so I think he's a definite yes, right? Mega Man. I think, I love Mega Man. I think he's very cool. I love the Mega Man games. But, yeah, I wish, but there's no way, right? Yeah, that sums it up pretty perfectly. Like, he hasn't been putting in enough work. He's not been going to the gym. He's fallen off. Somebody had to tell him. He fell off. Whoophee Trainer dead, yeah. Whoophee Trainer for sure dead. Rosalie and Luma? Probably not staying. Like, her last, like, mainline Mario game was Super Mario Galaxy 2. She's been in 2 mainline Mario games. I know she's in, like, Mario Party and Mario Kart and stuff, but no. Unless you get a new Punch-Out before the next Smash game releases, I think Mac is gone. I think he's gone. Greninja? Gen 6 Pokemon? Oh, shit, hold. But they're releasing Pokemon Arceus A through C. Oh, but wait. No. In the Pokemon Legends games, they have different starters than in the original game, so he's not going to be relevant. And therefore, he's out. As I said earlier, I think all of Kid Icarus is gone. So bye-bye, Palutena. You can't cut out the pack. That's just not how it works. Robin and Shulk are both gone. Like, Robin is a side character in Fire Emblem, and Shulk is the main character in... I mean, he is a pretty popular character from Xenoblade, but if the Xenoblade games always followed Shulk, he would still be in. I've been saying we need to keep villains, but I don't think we're keeping Bowser Jr. I do not think we're keeping Bowser Jr. Duck Hunt? There's just no question. Everybody knows. Everybody knows Duck Hunt is gone, right? Everybody knows Duck Hunt is gone. I think Ryu stays, but he gets an updated design and moveset from Street Fighter 6. Ken, however, Ken's gone. I'd much rather see Chun-Li, or if we're gonna keep it as a Shoto, I don't know, you could like save the second Shoto for the DLC and then put Akuma in. I think that would be cool. But Ken, He's out. Cloud, if Cloud wasn't in the base roster of Ultimate, I would say that Square Enix is too hard to work with and you can't get him again. But because he's in the base roster, I think he's staying. I think Square Enix, they're willing to play ball. Corrin, oh, nah, bro. Nah. Do I even need to say it? Corrin's gone. Bayonetta, realistically, is getting cut. Inkling, there's no chance in hell that Inkling doesn't stay. They're definitely making Splatoon 4 for the Switch 2 at some point. They're gonna want Inkling on it. Inkling was the first character revealed for Ultimate. They're just staying for sure. Ridley, I think Ridley stays because we need to keep villains. He's a villain that corresponds to the original 12. Simon and Richter, however. Now, I know I said Konami is willing to play ball, but I don't think Nintendo cares enough about these characters to have them in the next Smash game. Kinky Rule, I know I said I think keeping villains is important, but King K. Rool just isn't relevant enough. He just isn't. The only reason most people these days know about King K. Rool is because he's in Smash. If they make a Donkey Kong Country game, or just a Donkey Kong game, where King K is the villain, then he can stay. But if they're not doing that, then he's just gone. There's no way. Isabelle is staying because Animal Crossing is so big at this point that you have to have at least 2 representatives. Incineroar, I mean, it's not a relevant Pokemon anymore unless you play like Pokemon VGC, but in terms of newly released Pokemon games, nah. I think Incineroar is gone. Piranha Plant, hear me out. I think if Sakurai directs the game, I low-key think Plant is staying because he thinks that shit is fucking funny, bro. He would just sit there coding Piranha Plant into the game, laughing to himself. You know? It is funny, but if we have another director for the game, then Piranha Plant is gone. Okay, Joker. Joker is everywhere. Atlas loves to see Joker prosper. But Persona 5 is getting kind of old, right? So here's the deal. I think Joker is staying if we haven't seen anything from Persona 6. But if we've seen anything, even a teaser trailer for Persona 6, he's getting replaced by a new rep from his own series. And therefore, I'm giving him blue. I don't know how to feel about Hero. I mean, he is the JRPG character, but at the same time, I don't feel like Nintendo cares that much about, like, what genre. Like, representing every genre isn't a priority. Like, there's no horror character in Smash, you know? Like, we don't have Freddy Fazbear in here or Leon Kennedy. I don't think he's staying. I don't think Hero's staying. I think he's out. You guys don't know how much this hurts. This hurts so bad. Ah! Terry? This might sound insane, but I think Terry's in. He showed up in Street Fighter now? He's riding an all-time high in popularity? If you asked me before, like a year ago, I probably would have said no. Okay, so for Byleth, I think Byleth is just straight up getting replaced by a new rep. Like, either they're doing the one from Engage, iconic to Smash. You only think Byleth is iconic to Smash because you've been watching too many MKLeo VODs. Okay? If MKLeo didn't play Byleth, you would not give a shit. Min, if there's anything Smash in the next game, there's something wrong going on. Somebody's paying off the developers. Min is gone. I know a lot of people hate Steve, but there's only one answer that makes sense here. He's in. Minecraft is one of the biggest games on the planet, and Microsoft is willing to play ball. Sephiroth, this also hurts. I think, oh man, this hurts, man. I think he's out. Okay, I think he's out. I'll just say it. I think he's out. I think keeping villains is important. The game isn't gonna ship with 2 Final Fantasy reps, right? So Sephiroth is gone, but he might come back as DLC. He's a very DLC-coded character. Pyra and Mithra, I think they're gone, but I think they're getting replaced by a new rep. I think either it's gonna be a Xenoblade 3 character. I haven't played Xenoblade. I don't play Xenoblade. But I don't see them keeping the same characters in. I think they wanna mix it up a little. I think they're gonna bring something Xenoblade 3 in. Or if Xenoblade 4 happens, I don't know if it will. I don't play Xenoblade. I don't keep myself updated on this. But if Xenoblade 4 happens, probably a Xenoblade 4 character. Kazuya, I think Kazuya's staying. I'm just gonna say it. I think Kazuya's staying. Him, Ryu, and Terry, they make like this kind of like holy trinity of fighting in characters. So I think they all 3 of them have to stay. Sora, no, I know I said Square Enix is willing to play ball, but I do not think Disney is willing to play ball. The only way Nintendo was able to get Sora into Smash is because he was DLC. If he isn't DLC, I don't think he would get in Ultimate. And he's not shipping with the base game. It's just that happened. Me Brawler, me Sport Fighter, me Gunner. I think there's 2 ways to go about this, okay? There's 2 ways to go about this. Either one, they're all gone. Or 2, they're combined into 1 character, is my guess. I don't think we're keeping the me brawler, me sword fighter, me gunner thing. No, they're all just 1 character, okay? 37, 38, 39, 40? Huh? I never saw this happening. I get to keep 3 additional characters. I thought this was gonna go the other way around. Who would I put in the game then? Incineroar should be blue. There's gonna be a start Pokemon. So we're at 41. Actually, I'll hold. No, you know what? I'm doing it. He's a villain. He's in a franchise that needs more representation. We're putting Akuma in this game, bro. Volage? Nah, I don't think Volage is happening. There's like this voice in the back of my head that keeps saying Paper Mario. It keeps saying Paper Mario. But I'm like, no, we're not doing clones. But what if he's not a clone? What if he has a completely original moveset and he actually uses his hammer? I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. After the 1,000-year door did that well? Dude, that's a fake transparent PNG. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's my list. I did not expect to put new characters in this shit. But here we are. I accidentally ended up with 2 newcomers.